Hey traders, NAS100. So what I don't see is this, right? Let's just grab that. Okay, I don't see that. What I do see is just this relentless drive up into above this candle here. All right, so if we were to grab a volume profile, have a look at traded volume. Okay, it's trending up into this. This is a big institutional level right there above here. Right, it's wicked into it, and now we've got a bit of a bearish candle for the day at the moment. So let's just go down the time frame and get a bit closer to this. All right, so again, if we grab that volume profile, this will give you traded volume. So it'll tell you where there's value areas that have built up, like this range through here, for example. So that's a distribution level. Right, so this is trading up into it. Okay, big resistance. So really rely on this volume profile for levels of support and resistance like this. It's a great tool. I love it. And look to trade through the gaps and look for the price to react around where there's, these nodes protrude. All right, so what we've got here, and look, and the other thing that I'm looking for, look, wherever you go with this, I've got a rule, and the rule is it needs to be trending for one thing. All right, so it's trending. So let's just establish that, right? Clearly, okay. But I need to see price action do this. Low, high, pull back into equilibrium. Low, high, pull back into equilibrium. Low, high, right? It's got to do that. It's got to do that for me. If it fails to do that, I am very reluctant to get involved. So, when it's trending like that, like if we go down to the 1 hour time frame, and have a look at this. I mean, this is just wrong one. This is back here. Really, really nice price action. It's beautiful price action, guys. This is so easy to get involved with that. So you look to get involved when that's rotating. Okay, it rotates. It pulls back, and I'm always looking at the Fibonacci. Right, it's such a simple strategy. Fibonacci retrace. Okay, low to high. See the move back into equilibrium. Fib retrace. Let me just grab this. Keep drawing. Okay. Low to high. See the pullback right down into the 50 to 61.8. Low to high. The pullback right into this. Okay. It happens over and over and over again. Look at it. So, it pulls back into here, and then you go down to the lower time frame and you catch the rotation. And then at some stage, okay, you might get caught out at the end. But, if you took all these trades, for example, you're going to be well and truly ahead, and at the end of the trend, okay. So you might get taken out by, with this last. The thing is, though, you can avoid being taken out, and this is the easy way to do this. Let me show you something. Always look for higher low, higher high. Okay, that's an equal low there, right? So that's cancels this out automatically. But even if it pulls back here and you don't see what's coming, well, I'll admit it. You may have got caught as this started to move. Fair enough. Fair enough. There's another thing that you need to look at, though. Check this out. It's got to give me... Oh, I'm in replay. Okay, hang on. This is one way that you can... damn it, this damn thing. Hang on a sec. This is one way you can look to avoid getting caught. If you see equal highs, then you stay out of that, right? So immediately at that point, that's a no-go zone. Equal highs. And then it pulls back like that, especially when it pulls back and you get a lower low. Right, so this is a no-go zone. Equal highs and it pulls back into here, even there, right, and it starts to move. Because of the equal high situation, it's time to let it go. This is when you get involved, when it's a clear higher high, right? You want that low high, higher high pullback, go. Okay, low high, higher high. Okay, we're going to get in on the pullback. Does it give it to us again? Low to the high, is that a higher high? Yeah, I think it might be actually, just through here. Let's have a look. Yeah, the rule is got to be a higher high. That's definitely a higher high, right? So you enter. So you stick to this rule. Low high, there's no higher high. There's a higher high. See that? This is equal high through here, but then there's a higher high. Then your entry is on that pull. So if you stick to this rule, low to high, that's a higher high, then there's a pullback there, right? So coming back over here, what do we got? There's a couple of, like my rules is not really being met. Well, we've got a pullback here. Okay, higher high pullback. Actually, no, that's not it. Okay. It is giving us a higher high, and I'm looking for the pullback. I'm okay with that. But the other thing is, okay, so it passes that test, the higher high and higher low test, right? But it doesn't pass the Fib retrace into equilibrium. And that's what was consistent through here, that pullback into equilibrium. And even in this bearish through here, right? You can see it. High, low, the pullback into equilibrium. Where are we? Fib retrace, right? High, low. Where's my thing? Hang on. I've lost it. Okay, high to low. The pullback into, well, I don't know. Bit of a pullback into there if you want to go with that. The high, low, pullback into equilibrium, right? So that's happening everywhere. Did it happen here? Yes, it did. Yeah, it nearly touched it. It doesn't have to touch it, but it's got to come back pretty close to it. So, I'm looking for that pullback down into equilibrium. I don't want to, like, especially when I see a 3 drive. Okay, we got drive 1, drive 2, drive 3. That's a 3 drive pattern right there. And if you're an Elliott wave kind of a person, you've got, okay, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC correction, yeah? I want that pullback. So now the point of control is my point of interest pretty much. So anywhere around this area here is what I'm interested in. Now, quite often you'll see when it, when we get a like a 3 drive run like that, the pullback can be pretty brutal, all right, because it runs a bit thin on liquidity as it pushes up, and then it'll drop right back down. Here's another thing too. See this thin candle? That's a potential target. That is a bullish imbalance. So, look, NASDAQ, my bias is long, but I want to see it come back down into this, and it's got to hold. It's got to hold above this point of control. It's got to hold above that, and then I'm interested. Now let's just this is institutional, this level here, big level. If it breaks through that, then maybe we look for a sell opportunity. So what do we got? I would look to possibly buy, but this has got to happen today, not tomorrow. And there's a reason for that. This has been bullish week, month, year, and we're at the end of the week, month, and year, okay? And I'm expecting a pretty aggressive pullback, possibly tomorrow. Who knows, right? Maybe today, but look, I'm not even trading today, to be honest. Note buy, sorry, wrong one. I won't even be trading today. It's too close to Christmas. But that's my take. Now, you want this to trend back and then break structure. All right, look for that. That's a structural break there. And, if you've got systems in place to give you this rotation when it starts to rotate out, that's what you want. That could happen here. Now, it's got to hold. It must hold. Okay, buy on a bullish, blah, 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 retest the range. If this doesn't play out, okay, it must hold above. Okay, OLD, AB, OVE, the P point of control volume profile. It must hold above the POC. If it breaks below, there's no go, no trade zone, okay? That's it, guys. Now, I'd love it if you comment. That'd be awesome. Share your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Are we on the same page? Share a screenshot if you like. I'm easy. And with that, I hope you have a fantastic day. And, if it does trade here, long position, if that plays out on this range, retest, stop under, and then, there's nearly a 4 hour, nearly a 4 hour target, but I would at least go for that previous high, a 3 hour target. Okay, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.